What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this is my Raising Kanan episode 2 recap for reaping and sowing. Now, episode 2, we starting to get to know a little bit more about Kanan, and we starting to see some of the drama that's going on in his life, along with his mama. We done already saw one people get popped in episode 1, and of course, they're going to continue to trend with another one biting the dust. Now, before we get into it, please subscribe and bang that bell. I'm trying to get to 30K subs, and I really appreciate your help getting to that goal. Let's get into it. Now, when the episode kicks off, we see Kanan laying in the bed. He got a lot of thoughts going through his head about all the stuff that's been going down. And then we see that Raquel got a lot of thoughts as well. And when he come downstairs, he trying to eat, get ready for school. And she's still worried about how he didn't pop this person and the repercussions that's about to come. Namely, Reaper about to put some cushions upside his head. But he ain't catching it. He outside. He picking up slugs that was left behind. And although it was this dude dropping off the yellow pages, she was looking out the window and thought he was about to catch another slug to the head and told him to, I'm going to give your ass a ride to school. And so she's conflicted because she's trying to be the dope dealer, but at the same time, a responsible mama that cares about her kid. And so she had to break it down into, hey, always keep that fear in you because that'll keep your head on a swivel. Once he get to school, he see that his girl Davina ain't got no fear. She putting the foo-fops on this one girl, beat the brakes off her ass, and they come to find out that the girl, she had a leaky mouth or whatever for putting that mouth slobbing on Bob. I mean, better yet, Buck 20. And although she had on some used jeans, she gave her a brand new ass whooping. And so we see that Davina can fight. She ain't playing, and that she really is hurt about losing Buck 20. And Kanan's starting to let it sink in a little that he done messed up. Meanwhile, we see the family is at the little diner and they trying to get together and figure out what they gonna do with their operation. And Marvin is saying they could use this barbershop, and she's saying, man, this dude can't even keep the barbershop clean. Yeah, didn't they have, B2Bs running around and all kind of stuff, scabies or whatever? He said, I got another spot we could use instead. And so Marvin talking about a party. She saying, I'm running a business, you talking about a party. And so we see Lulu say, we gonna go to this spot, this little bodega to use. And so he said, well, anyway, y'all invited to the party. Later, we see that Davina, after giving that brand new ass whooping, had to be sitting inside the school principal's office. So Kanan came and talked to her. She feeling bad. She talking about, yeah, Buck might not have been this or that, but he was good to me. And so Kanan's starting to realize that maybe that was the best thing in her life, because her life was pretty hard. And it's starting to sink in a little bit more once he realized that her mama had to show up, and her mama is wearing a trench coat when she talking about I had better things to do, when she knows she ain't got nothing but cracky vibes are going on. And she was ready for that rock she always had her eye on. She more pissed about not getting ready to get on that glass dang-a-lang until the principal told her to bring her ass in here and calm down. And Kanan realized, damn, Davina got it hard. Meanwhile, we see that Rock got a meeting set up, and she's meeting with Unique in the cemetery. He was saying, I ain't know if I could trust you. I had to circle the block, you know what I'm saying? She said, you wouldn't see me if I was coming. He said, well, look, the streets is talking. They need a body, because she's trying to make sure that Kanan is covered, because she basically tweaking because she know that he did wrong. Meanwhile, everybody in the school know Kanan didn't pop Buck 20. They all got their eyes on him like Tupac, and he don't like it. Meanwhile, we see Davina getting escorted out of school with her mom and the popo, and everybody is saying, damn, she got them hands, heavyweight, lightweight champ. But Kanan realized, damn, that girl hurting, and he kind of is the cause of it. Meanwhile, we see that Officer Friendly is sitting in the car with his partner, and he telling her, hey, look, hey, whatever I'm about to do, you need to wait in the car. And she like, I ain't waiting in the car. He said, that's good that you don't take no bull, but your ass waiting in the car. And so we see Marvin going to the club in the daytime, and Simp Phony is there, and he say, man, I heard you over there knocking boots with my sister, man. What's good, man? Hey, let me tell you something. I'm gonna fork you up if you mess with her. And he said, I bet you won't. And so he kind of bounced back on. Marvin was surprised because he thought he was full of light skin energy. He didn't realize that he wasn't playing. And so Marvin ended up saying, where's Tony? He goes see that she getting a little dose of booger sugar for the morning, make sure she got a little sugar in her tank. And she offered him a hit hit, but he ain't need none. And so she was saying, hey, what's up? You cool, but your sister I don't like. I'm in mourning. My dog is gone. And he said, oh man, it's all good. I heard he got radiated, committed suicide in the microwave. But hey, look, my sister, it's all good. I want to throw this party and I want you to dance with me. Come on. And he started doing the little MC Hammer, Cabbage Patch, and she liked it. She laughed. Meanwhile, we see Detective Howard pulling up to where he going. He told his partner to wait in the car, even though she got a long history of cops in her family. He don't want her on this part of this business. So he walk in, and once he get into this little, clothing spot, look like Dapper Dan, we see this couple little security there for Unique, and he told him, y'all don't know who the fork I am. Y'all better move. And so Unique is getting all G'd up, smoking a stogie. Man, he tell him, hey, look, man, I heard that Buck 20 was one of your people. And he pour out a little liquor like Pac. And he said, man, one of my people is in a friend. Yeah. He said, look, let's talk outside away from the boys' choir. So once he get outside, he said, look, man, I don't want no more bodies dropping. And I got my money on you. If it's going to be between you and Rock, it can only be one running the kingdom, one set of rules. And she don't obey the rules. He said, well, that'd be smart money right there, detective. Meanwhile, we see Kanan and his crew walking with the Timbos and everything. And then here come Marvin pulling up in the candy apple red Benzo. He tell him to hop in. Kanan ain't got a problem with hopping in, but Jukebox don't want to roll with her daddy. And he's saying, you sure you good? And she's like, yeah, I'm good. And we know that she want to get another piece of candy a little later. Meanwhile, we see Rock, and she's going to check out the bodega that Lulu was putting them on. And lo and behold, when they walk up there, we see that D-Wiz and Famous is there. So they talking, getting a little information. She asking about his brother, D-Wiz. And we see that Lulu asking about Famous' sister, telling her, hey, this money, go ahead, take care of this. Tell her when you're getting cereal, I said hi. And dumbass Famous is mumbling all over the place about he don't see her. So once they inside the store, they see the woman to connect he was gonna meet, then got beat up and got a big rosy red shiner. And so here comes her husband. What are you talking to my wife? You want to talk it to me? And so they saying, hey, look, we was here to discuss business. Meanwhile, Lulu, he pulling up at the spot, and he telling Kanan, this is your new spot right here. And he like, what is this? What are we doing here? He said, man, you said you wanted to get in, man. This is it right here. This the keys to the kingdom. And so we see Papi Chulo. He said, hey, look, I got this spot, man, but I wanted to do the deal. And Lulu was saying, hey, look, man, you need to stop talking to me, man. You need to talk to her. She the boss. He said, are you the boss? I don't normally talk to the boss, man. My wife ain't no boss. But look, I want a piece of the profit, man. You give me profit, I can do it. She said, nah, we gonna pay you rent. That's the deal. Take it or leave it. Okay, I take it. Meanwhile, we see that Marvin telling Kanan, hey, look, you gonna sit right here, man, and you this is everything, man. You the dragon on the pot of gold, right? And the one partner in there that irradiated the dog and made Chinese food said, yeah, the dragon on the gold. And so we see Kanan sitting there with his Matthew Henson collar, and he's like, man, damn, man, I should be exploring something else. Meanwhile, Jukebox and then went on to the other side and going to Jewtown and selling clothes that she had or whatever, and it looked like that she trying to get a little hustle on. And this one dude pop up and he trying to buy a little clothes or whatever and negotiate, and she going to break a deal, and it looked like he was Van Peebles' son because Van Peebles directed it. Meanwhile, Kanan building his body, working on that bird cage so he could become 50 Cent in the future. And here come his mama saying, so what's up with your boy D-Wiz? How's his brother? What's up with his brother? What's up with them guns? So she asking all these questions, and he too slow to realize that she trying to figure out a way to justify taking out D-Wiz and seeing how involved he was in the shooting of Buck 20 so they could deliver a body to the streets. Meanwhile, we see later that she over there talking with her brothers, and she telling them, hey, look, we might go ahead and have to handle that and pull a Reggie Jackson, and he's like, Reggie Jackson, okay. And Marvin ain't picking up on it. He like, what do you mean, Reggie Jackson? What you talking about? Hey, look, the party tonight, man. Y'all more than welcome to be invited. We see the next day that Kanan, he going going back to the stash spot, and he exploring and see the door is locked up, and like an idiot, he trying to open it. And we see that the dragon come and tell him, look, you idiot, I ain't here to be teaching you nothing. I'm here to babysit your ass. That's how slow you is. You don't even realize it. You leave that alone and bring your ass up here. And so now Kanan a little salty because now he realizing that he ain't really to learn. And so we see that Jukebox is with her little Madonna, the material girl with the hook of lipstick on, looking juicy. And so she trying to say when she saw this item that she'll pay for it. And then Jukebox got salty as if it was an insult, but she said, look, I just like whatever you like. And next thing you know, they like kissing. And so we see Kanan later that evening came to confront his mama saying, look, you said you was going to teach me the game, and now you got me sitting in there being babysitter. She said, yeah, that's true, but it also is testing you to see if you could follow orders and do what the hell you supposed to do. And so he was like sitting there thinking, okay. And she said, now I'm getting ready to go out, but ain't nobody gonna be in front of you, baby, okay? And so we see she told him to have his boy D-Wiz come over so they could watch videotapes, not realizing it's a setup. So while D-Wiz was walking down the Nightmare on Elm Street, we see that Lulu pop up and telling him to hop in. And he said, I'm going to Kanan. And he said, no, Kanan at this party, I'll take you with me. And they hop in the Turbo Saab, which was like one of the best cars at the time. And he told him, you about to have the best night of your life. Not realizing little Jukebox got off the bus, peeped the whole scenario. Now we see at the club, Marvin sitting there trying to get up with old girl and trying to help her out, and she looking good in black. And we see that Davina walking down the street with the stroller with her little baby, and Kanan pop up, talk to her, and she's saying, yeah, man, my sister don't trust my mama. She might smoke her or something. And so she's saying, you know anything about $120? You sure you didn't have no beef? And he denied it, saying no. So we see Marvin at the club trying to get his crew in, and Tony saying, I thought you only had a few. And so when he was going to talk to his crew, these other guys said, hey, I heard you looking for some hitters. And he's saying, hey man, look, y'all gonna have to wait in line and we'll see about that. Now realizing that inside the club, Lulu is talking to this little shorty, and he's getting her set up to go on and make D-Wiz a happy man. And so D-Wiz and her go into the back in the stall, and Lulu gave her a little bit of money to go on and take care of little shorty. And so she take him in the back, and it seemed Lulu was looking at what was going on, but had a couple little side thoughts. And D-Wiz, he ain't had no side thoughts because it was all in the front of his face. He didn't bust one for the ages, and next thing you know, it looked like he didn't shot off a cannon worth of the happiness. Meanwhile, we see that Symphony is there on a little date with Rock, and they at his house, and he telling her about the different things with apartments and stuff, city planning, and she's really feeling him. And we see Tony at the club get assaulted by this dude, and Marvin come out of nowhere throwing hammers and haymakers, and next thing you know, it's a fight at the club, and D-Wiz wanted to jump in. He was loyal, but Lulu said, no, Marvin got this. Now back at the spot, we see that Symphony trying to take it slow, whether it was for Marvin or because he trying to take it slow and she didn't want to. She wanted him to go ahead and take it. And so meanwhile, Kanan's sitting there reading about what happened with $120 in the newspaper, having second thoughts, I guess. And Tony, she can't believe Marvin that came and fought for that love. And she said, nobody's ever defended me and fought for me like that. And he said, ain't nobody gonna disrespect my girl. And so she gave him a kiss. Now he's really got a battery on his back, thinking he got him some little piece of sugar. Now we see D-Wiz is taking a whiz with Lulu. Kanan trying to call to figure out what happened to his boy, and D-Wiz got the gun to his head, and he's like confused, wondering what happened. And Lulu was damn near about to shed a tear, killing this shorty, and left him laying in his own piss, stanking in his own piss, stanking in his stank. And so next thing you know, we see that Rock is getting the dust knocked off that ass because it's been a while, and Symphony is taking a halftime break when she get a call from Lulu that Reggie Jackson done hit a home run, meaning that old boy is down for the count. And Kanan at the end was saying sometimes when you think something is over, it's just now beginning. And when you don't realize until it really is all over, and you look back and say, damn, I thought that it was over then, but it was actually just starting. And that was some deep stuff right there, because a lot of times in life you think something is over or it was finished, but the reality was you were still in the beginning of something. So that right there was some food for thought. And he was sitting there looking at his little nightlight stars in the room, just contemplating what happened to his boy Wiz. Now it's time for real talk. This was a really good episode. I like how they had everything break down. It shows that Rock is conflicted being a mom and at the same time running a criminal organization. And it shows that how difficult, because those two contradict each other. You can't be sitting there worried about your kids, but at the same time, you putting them in harm's way. And so we'll see how that all is going to play out. Also, I think Kanan's starting to be conflicted as well, knowing that he had feelings for this girl since first grade, and her life was really a living hell, where her mama's got them cracky vibes. She probably been smoked her lunch money for years, and her sister, she got to basically raise her sister, and the only good thing in her life was $120, and now that's gone, and she probably lost. That's why she gave old girl a brand new ass whooping inside of some used jeans, because yeah, even if he was cheating, he was good to her. And it seemed also that Kanan's mom is a sociopath, because she had no remorse or no feelings for taking another mother's child and D-Wiz, and she didn't even barely blink her eye in bed when she got that phone call that Reggie Jackson hit a home run. After she done got the dust knocked off that ass, she didn't give a damn. She was just relaxed and cold-hearted, and it seemed even Lulu had more feelings about killing that dude than she did, and that's dangerous. And also with this dude, this Colombian stash spot, I don't trust him. I'm pretty sure he gonna dip into the stash or try to steal some money. He already is a weak ass woman beater, got his wife sitting there with a big ass shiner, and he ain't worth 2 cents, and eventually he gonna have to get dealt with, especially after talking about he wanted some of the profits. I wanted to get some profit. I going to do all of the work. I take it the risk. I take it the profit. Give me the money. I try to take it. I want to talk it to you. You the boss. You the man. Oh, I talk it to her. She's the boss. Oh, this is no good. You got her is the boss. That's no good. Also, I think Symphony is a cop undercover, and eventually it's going to come out that he's going to be conflicted and have feelings for Rock, and it's going to make him hard to do his job. And I think the main reason he wanted to take it slow is because he was trying to stay professional, but then he didn't want to blow his cover. So instead of blowing his cover, he blew his load. Meanwhile, I think that Jukebox is going to eventually tell Kanan that, hey, D-Wiz didn't come to your house because I saw him getting in the car with Lulu, and Lulu is probably the one that popped him, instead of thinking that it was somebody from Unique's crew that popped him. And I think that's going to start to put the little thoughts in Kanan's head eventually, that he going to have to take Lulu out. And I think his bond with Marvin is going to become stronger, and they're going to become closer together. But I think Lulu may be the first person that Kanan popped that he had a lot of feelings and love for. Remember, he always said you ain't a real killer till you kill somebody you love. And I think Lulu is going to be the one that he had feelings and love for, because that's his uncle, and he going to have to pop him. And we'll see about that. And I also got another video coming out about that Kanan pop his mama, so stay tuned. I want to thank everybody for your watching and your support. I want to give an extra special thanks to all of my members in the members area and all my Patreon supporters. You can join the membership area. We got a Discord area where we got a lot of great chat going on for as low as $1 a month. And also, I want to give an extra special thanks to Shaq Duncan for being executive producer producer and help executive produce this video and the channel. I appreciate your support, brother, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 30K subs. I've been working very hard trying to produce content for everybody, so if you can't support by joining the membership or being a Patreon, at least make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I'll check you later, Poppy. I just wanted the profit. Peace. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that like, subscribe, bang that bell, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.